All right, guys. So this is Antonio here, and just want to bring out two things that are very important right now that we desperately need to establish in our schools, and that have been missing for years. I've been living in this country for many years now, and I've been in school, and then nothing has ever been taught. And one of these is Bible studies. Biblical studies is missing in our schools. Right now, you see, look at our country. The politicians are scratching their heads, the NGOs are scratching their heads, trying to bring a solution to gender based violence, trying to, even psychologists are trying to understand the rape, the teenage pregnancy in our schools, and just the devastation of our society in terms of moral values and godly values. And this is a result. The moment you remove God from your life, the moment you remove God from the foundation, you're going to build a house that is going to be corrupted, and it's going to come falling down very quickly. So we need biblical studies in our schools. Can you imagine if our young men and our children and our teenagers are growing up knowing biblical values and biblical truth? Can you imagine the impact it will have in our society? The impact against corruption, the impact against gender-based violence, the impact against teenage pregnancy, and also many of these social evils that are really crippling our society. So we need to introduce Bible studies, biblical studies. These are morals, godly foundations. The Bible says righteousness exalts a nation. And so we need to embrace this, and we need to establish this in our schools. Very important. There's going to be a great change. Secondly, we need to teach the Namibian Constitution in our schools from grade R all the way to grade 12, even if we have to go through to university. And this is very important. Once again, I never learned this in school. You see, the Constitution has so many wonderful truths in there that are the foundation of this country, basically. And so, one of those very important truths is the respect for human dignity, the value that you have, that I have, that your child have, that my child has, the poor, the rich. Those are very important values. And so the Namibian constitution defends human life and human dignity. But you see, many of us don't know the constitution. And so anybody can violate. We've seen how some people were brutally beaten by police officers without being brought to a court of law. That is, the constitution speaks against that. And so, but because we don't know the Constitution, we allow these some of these officers to beat us up, brutalize us, violate our rights, and then we just allow it to continue happening. But if you know the Constitution, you will know, you know what? The Constitution defends human dignity, and there are court of laws where things like this can be taken care of. So we need to know the Constitution. Our children need to know that. Our society is going to be greatly transformed by these two very important elements: the biblical truth, godly morals, righteousness, and the Constitution of Namibia. And so it's very foundational. And if we don't have that, there is no point of building any society if we don't have these two wonderful studies and wonderful truth laid out in our lives. So let's advocate for this, and when we believe that God is going to really use some of our leaders to really bring this motion in Parliament, so we can have Bible studies and constitutional studies in our schools. God bless you. Thank you.